But the good thing for the TA is that you can assassinate all these 4 heroes. Maybe Undying not so easily, but the Shaker, Morphling, Veno, you can just pop them instantly. Ember is also one of them. It's going to be a slight skill matchup in the middle lane. The Ember will go for the Flame Guard to burn out your refraction, but at the same time you can fight the Ember head on if you get those core items online. So I think RevivaL, you are looking at this TA to control the tempo for them, because let's face it, they don't have a proper post one, and I think because of that Rubik pick, your post one is going to be that Night Stalker.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You put in the Night Stalker and hope. I guess they're hoping for like a fast game sort of style. You know, maybe the TA gets something like a Deso BKB. You get Night Stalker with Aghanim and BKB, and you just try to end the game fast. Blink Dagger on the Sand King with a Veil, but it just looks. I mean, you're up against TNC.
You're up against
you're up against TNC. It's hard for no matter what you do, they're gonna find some hole, and it's just gonna be a hard game for you no matter what.
Yeah, I mean you are literally fighting against defending champions, the champions of ESL 1 Hamburg, and one of the if I may say the best team in Southeast Asia.
So I mean it feels bad for RevivaL, but it's a learning experience.
Yeah, it also feels good, right? I mean, it's not every day you get to see the players in the flesh, or at least get to play with them in the same tournament. Sure, you might suffer a defeat, but you know there's something to come out of that. You can always look back and say, hey, I am actually good enough, or I qualified to play against them. But the game is ready, so we'll jump in and see what will be the result of this one. It's going to be RevivaL from BRUNEI against TNC Predator from the Philippines.
The one thing I guess I'm not so happy about for the RevivaL's lineup is that maybe it's too out of the box, you know, with like the Night Stalker carry. I would have preferred if they had a bit more of a traditional carry. But I'm excited to see. I'm excited for this game because it's nice to see a team go up against one of the strongest teams and be like, how are you guys going to play? You know, what are you going to do? And I would hope that RevivaL surprises us and shows us something new. Because, I mean, I don't know, it's exciting to play against the TNC.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it just, the win-lose, yeah, it does matter, but maybe not as much, right? At the end of the day, what you get out of it as a lesson, I think, would be very valuable. It's not every day you get to play against Tier 1 teams, if I may say. They're always busy with their schedule. There's always bigger bigger issues, bigger tournaments for them to attend to, and the fact that now these teams who normally don't get much exposure have the opportunity to play against TNC, they should just enjoy the game, you know? Yeah. Take in a moment.
But TNC are going to start off with 3 bounty ruins. I think that RevivaL is showing them a bit too much respect early on, where they don't want to engage with the Undying, but they're also giving him decays. So he's taking decays and he's like, well, all right, I'll just keep decaying if you don't want to fight.
Yeah, so and it's a mental thing, right? You know,
you're scared.
Yeah, you look at this team and you obviously know that they are the strongest team. Undoubtedly, they might be the defending champion, highly likely. So you don't want to take chances. And sometimes, you know, in Dota, in any game, actually playing to not lose is probably the easiest way to lose a game.
Yeah, but you won't go in there thinking, all right, I'll just play this way. That's very careful. I don't want to take any risks. It's like, no, they expect you to do that as well. When a team has like this mental advantage and the other team is playing careful, they're like, oh, it's alright, we'll just dive on them. They won't do anything because they'll be too scared.
Yeah, and
so I hope RevivaL plays with a lot of aggression.
It also kind of makes it hard for your team to function, because then you won't feel like you. Yeah. Like if you're an aggressive team and then suddenly you decide to play safe, that is where you kind of lose your identity, right? You become scared. You don't dare to engage. And what happens is people will just take advantage of that. TNC, they don't have the most aggressive lineup, but they can go aggressive if RevivaL keeps playing safe.
Yeah, and then there's a nice sentry ward coming on the bottom lane. Oh, almost getting that kill here on the mid lane.
Yeah, and that's why it's a skill matchup, right? TA against Ember. Sure, you have the Flame Guard, but TA, as the levels go up, your post-level 5 TA will always be really good, but March is looking potentially for the first kill, or to push that Lobby back. No, the decay actually runs out. One stack of it ran out, so Sand King got the HP.
He got some HP.
Slightly unlucky for March, but it's totally fine. So what the Undying does.
Well,
I'm surprised he didn't start with 3 mangoes. Like, normally people go Stout Shield, 3 mangoes, 1 tango, but he went for Stout Shield Clarity, I believe.
lane setup. Let's see. Actually, they're doing okay at the top now with the Night Stalker, and mid's the one that I'm scared for. But can they get the kill here?
So they're trying to go for KP, but you have Tim's Wage Fissure separate the Ogre Magi from the Night Stalker. They have the Venomous go onto him. They can try to engage onto this guy.
Very okay.
They should be able to kill him off. He is slowed down with Venomous skill, but the damage shouldn't be there. Tim's only level 1, no enchant totem to follow up with that as well.
Yeah, a bit weird coming up from Revival. Where you can see at one point the Ogre Magi turned around and fire blasted the Venom. I was like, are they going back in or are they not going back in? They seem to be a bit unsure about that themselves. They de-ward the Sentry Bomb lane, so that's fine. Sand King and
Armel turns back, Fairy Fire, the refraction ran out. TNC Predator drawing first blood.
I like the attempt.
I like the attempt, yeah.
Like
this is how we want to play.
You know, it's like, don't let him think that he's just going to farm. At least you show that, hey, I am going to charge at you at some point.
Yeah. But obviously, you know, slight mistake from RevivaL. That's not how it should turn out. But some experience does come into play. Visual block on the Dystopia. Yeah, TP's out to safety.
Smart. Although, I wonder if maybe... No, he's got the South. He'll be fine.
I was thinking, why didn't he go to the shrine? But, you know, the South is there. Pretty much fine.
Yeah, Shrine's also going to take a minute and a half to get online as well.
Yeah.
March, he's coming over here. Is he? Oh, he's just going to suicide. Why waste, you know, items buying clarity and gold? And like, no, I'm just going to die and come back.
Oh, he actually went to the Rubik, so.
Yeah, it goes to the closest person on the map.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. You don't get experience from it. And
I thought you get executed sometimes.
Sorry?
I thought you get executed and they spill the gold instead.
Yeah, there's sometimes when you get the code, it's a shared bounty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Radiant's middle
Emperor Spirit is such a nice. It is a nice matchup for the TA that she can't do anything against the Flame Ground until she has traps.
KP Plague Ward is pushing both the Ogre Magi and Night Stalker back. Team is actually looking for the Ogre.
He sees him. He sees him. You can't hide when you're that big.
The Ignite actually slowed him down. He's trying to hide, but he's healing up. Enchant Totem, no Aftershock just yet. Team still looking. No mana for Fissure. Just gonna land no shot. Meanwhile, Night Stalker dies. KP actually ran him down.
This is like a romantic movie where they each like, I catch a glimpse of him, you know, and then he just runs away.
The solo kill onto the Night Stalker.
Wow. Well, Night Stalker's gonna have to do something once the game reaches nighttime. The worst lane though.
Speaking about that, it's going to be Armel again on top of the TA. Gets that reflection off, but Armel's going to fight Fire Emblem, takes away the reflection stack, making it look easy. It's another solo kill in the mid-low lane. 5 minutes come out, so it'll be 3. Actually, 3 for TNC and only 1 for RevivaL.
The thing that worries me is the Sand King. Where is Sand? Where is Sand King? He's in the jungle?
Oh no.
Well, that's
really bad. He actually didn't get a single last hit, I believe, for the first 5 minutes.
He completely abdicated the bomb lane, and that gives Morphling 100% free farm. 33 last hits, 22 denied. That's tough. Oh, that's CS. Oh.
Armel, maybe a bit too far forward. Sideblade is not going to connect. Fire Emblem's out. I'm surprised that the Sand King, I feel like in that lane, going more levels in Caustic does help.
Because Morphling has such low HP.
And you can kind of trade a bit better with the Undying. I mean, you don't really want to trade with the Undying, but 0-1, 0-1-2, or maybe 0-0, or maybe 1-1-2, 1-1-3 does help in that laning. Because now, sure, you go into the jungle, but I feel like if you get the Caustic, you do farm the camp slightly faster.
Oh, that's nice, Cam.
It's a potato thing.
Yeah.
He's going to try and take it away.
And now they're going to get sort of the Rubik.
But March is there, though, so
they're sharing.
Hey, he has to eventually back off because if March lands a couple of DKs, then he's going to die to the camp regardless.
You can see, oh my lord, I didn't think it would be that bad, but the mid lane is Ember Spirit Gab is like double the net worth of the CA. Rubik is higher than Sand King? Wait, what? Oh, this is
really bad. I mean, yeah, but it's kind of an outcome that we expected, right?
I mean, we're not the RevivaL. By the way, no way they're saying they're a bad team, because this is sort of if you're up against the best team, you're gonna look bad no matter what you do. But it is also one of those things where you think maybe they're adjusting too much because they know who they're up against.
It's like, you know, you're the best of your region, but at the same time you're up against the best of another region, which is also not coincidentally, but deservingly one of the best in the world. They're going to try to onto Tiz, who has the aftershock. Let's chat totem onto one. They're going to lose the TA, and the Ogre's not going to live for long. March is there as well. And what's up? Well, Heaven is up. Double kill for Armel.
Oh, nice.
Morph into the Sand King. That strike gets the Sandstorm out, and Daylight already notices that there's a sentry, but a bit too late. Burrow strikes, but Twist death. Gonna get buried instead.
6-1 in the first 5k lead, gold lead in 7 minutes as well. I love, by the way, the Sand King it gives you a lot of good spells from Morphling. You get the Invis, just use the Sandstorm, you switch back. And you're like, oh, that's fine. Look at him, he's playing on the edge. He always wants the TA to sort of bait himself in.
Yeah, I mean, it's under 8 minutes and they lost the mid-tier 1. I think that is probably the worst thing that could happen. Normally you want to keep that tower alive for at least 12 minutes.
And remember, you're the team with a Night Stalker.
Yeah. And to lose towers that early on, and this is the problem, right? Now you have this Venomancer, Venomancer off lane by the way, that is dominating a single lane alone, and you expect this Night Stalker to be the guy that's running around trying to make something happen, but this is not the case. And Ogre Magi managing to snatch away the haste rune, does get the Fire Blast off. He should be able to get away. Armel not going for that chase, letting him get off.
Yeah, if Ogre hadn't got that he would have been dead.
He would have been dead,
no,
yeah.
That's for sure. You know,
playing on the edge. But because of that, you're looking at RevivaL. They're trying to recover in the jungle, but Night Stalker in the jungle, he is not going to have a good recovery. Yeah,
you know, I mean, the Space Maker is jungling. That tells you all you need to know. You know, like the guy who's supposed to make space is afraid to go out to the lane.
You have two Space Makers. One is getting dumpstered. Sorry to say, but and one, yeah, it's in the jungle, right? They lost the tier 1 top, I think, in 5 minutes. They do find that Fire Blast, I believe. It is going to be Armel. The Kim's Fissure onto Tree now separates the battle line. KP is there, turns around for the Veteran skill on top of XV, and now Team is just going to walk forward and try to bash the Rubik to death. They will go on the TA first, who goes invisible, but the Ogre Magi is not going to make it out alive, nor does the Rubik, nor does the TA. It's 3 kills for TNC Predator in the Dire jungle.
By the way, we want to make sure that people know, it's not 9-1, it's 9-0. The one death, the kill that RevivaL got was when March went into the tower
to suicide
to come back. So it's not 9-1, it's 9-0, and
still clean for TNC, but
yeah, it's a clean sheet.
I mean, sometimes it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, right? It's hard to say. It's hard to keep mentioning that TNC is definitely going to win this, but
TNC
looking at the facts, but TNC is definitely going to win this because first of all, they're TNC, and not in any way we are undermining RevivaL, but just looking at the teams themselves, I'm pretty sure that even the supporters of RevivaL should understand that this opponent right here, TNC, undoubtedly one of the best, and they should be dominating this matchup. But RevivaL, they're obviously trying to put up a fight.
Another thing is that you could just be like, well, it's unfair, we got them in the same group.
Sometimes it's just unlucky, right? You get the group draw and then you end up like, crap, the first guy I'm going up against is TNC Predator. But, same goes for the rest in Group B. Same goes, TNC making it to playoffs, same goes for anyone who faces them in the playoffs. You just want to avoid this defending champion as long as possible. And the experience says a lot, right? These guys have a couple of years in the experience at LAN events, at TIs.
The problem that's coming out from RevivaL is that you play the game when you think, okay, if I'm Night Stalker, I'm going to start ganking when I have my phase boost and my urn. I won't gank before that, So, but then the enemy team is taking all the space and they're killing you, and you don't even have the phase boost ready. You're never going to get there unless you actually make a move.
Yeah, and speaking of making a move, this is why I like the smoke play, but unfortunately they're not going to find the Morphling in time. Gabby making it out slightly unfortunate. That could have been a pick that they need, but this is the kind of initiative that you want if you're RevivaL, right?
At least you're doing something.
At least you're trying to do something.
I was surprised that Rubik didn't try to steal anything from Morphling though. I mean, if you could have gotten the Morph ability itself, you could have gotten some strength out of it. Well,
and I feel like, sometimes even if you're corralled within your base, sometimes it's better to kind of play outside your base, right?
Yeah.
Where
there you go, the urn is ready.
Finally, considering how bad of a start he has, Dystopia getting that urn under 12 minutes is considered a really good timing, but they've been missing on from the map for almost a full minute. I think TNC, they know something is up.
Oh,
You don't go missing from the minimap for so long, especially when there's 2 deep wards in their jungle.
Venomancer is just chilling. Doesn't have to do anything. By the way, that was the first nighttime wasted completely. I know that the first nighttime for Night Stalker is not as valuable as it used to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, you would have liked to have done anything except of jungle. Oh.
RevivaL is looking for TA. Instantly gets the veil off, pops that refraction. TP is coming into Tims with the fissure, keeping the TA in place. He's going to come in, and now this nighttime cripple Inkfear on top of RevivaL. Silence him. He's not going to get away, pops the magic stick, and now here comes Tim. He is ready, holding on to the Echo Slam for now, but the Burrow Strike from Daylight Robbery is just stolen. Stolen enchant totem, and that is the Tim's Echo! Followed by RevivaL. They will wipe RevivaL. 3 down on the Shrine. TNC Predator making it look so perfect. And Dystopia not able to do anything other than that.
It started out okay, but just because you're behind levels, you also don't have the spells at the levels you need, so you're not doing as much damage, nor do you have the farm, and RevivaL lived way longer than he should have, giving his team time to come and back him up.
They're going to try and fight KP. That's at the Venomous skill, but they use the Void onto him. 2 TPs coming in. There is still backup though. March is nearby, and KP, he's ready to fight this. And RevivaL, 4 members in the bottom lane, 2 TPs in, but not able to get anything done. And now Tims is here again. And this is the slight difference, right? The patience on Tims on that Echo Slam.
Yeah, he didn't just throw
Most team would have pulled the trigger. It's like, I found this guy, let's echo him, and Fissure's gonna block that Sand King out. They don't have detection for him just yet. KP's gonna TP away, but RevivaL just going ham on this Ogre Magi. It's Gabby with the Adaptive Strike to burst him down. They know the Sand King is still around, and RevivaL might be looking for him. Tims as well, going on the hunt.
I like how they know he's here somewhere. They're not sure where. Oh,
yeah, there we go. They found him.
I also think maybe you might want to at one point as a setting be like, I should start heading home.
I should probably attempt to get home.
This is not looking very nice.
I mean, 14 minutes in, 15k goal lead. That's a 1k GPM, by the way. It's more than a 1k GPM, 1k net worth advantage.
Oh well, there's another attempt.
They'll try.
RevivaL.
And I like this continuous attempt actually lets you experiment and realize and kind of figure out what is wrong or what can be improved. But they're gonna lose the Ogre Magi for sure. KP dominating.
Can we click on Rubik for a moment? Just can we look at the Rubik for a second? I just want to see. Yeah, he didn't steal more because you can see he's got 36 agility.
There you go. You have the Plague Ward and again the Burrow Strike from Gabby right on top of the Sand King. They're gonna fissure on top of it. Another Venomous Skill. And DK finishes off the Sand King as well. I like toss on top of the TA. Now great Burrow Strike from Gabby. Killing spree and a monster kill for RevivaL. Yeah, RevivaL they know, but they're gonna keep on trying. Gonna buy a bit more time. But we know it's over.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that Rubik never considered stealing more from Morphling.
Or even a Fissure. I feel like the Fissure is the best spell that you can possibly steal.
I mean, he's stealing from Ember Spirit, Flame Guard. Like, alright.
I mean, it's like Flame Guard, Enchant Totem, Plague Ward.
Or Plague Ward. I mean, Plague Ward.
Plague Ward is okay, good.
He wants to defend your base. Alright, I got that. But he's attempted to take the Morphling. Also, if Morphling uses Burrow Strike, do you have Burrow Strike on you?
Yeah, actually, it's a good question.
Yeah, because that's
the last 2 spell. Yeah.
Because you have like 2 Sand Kings on you.
Can you?
I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be that's something we can go into practice to and find out later. But KP just
that's it.
Delivers his package. Yeah, that's it. I mean, he has the refraction, but I don't think he has a TP. Yeah, he's touching that. Yeah,
not enough, he's dead.
He's dead. Goodbye, friend. Okay.
It denies him.
Yeah, assisted suicide or what they say, but KP still finds the Ogre. Regardless, and Sand King's taken now. His RevivaL godlike. 16 minutes in, and RevivaL once more. He wants to be beyond the god. Taking his time with that, gets the view. Psionic Trust only on the illusion, and RevivaL comes in. Side of Fist now. Finally gets the crippling spell onto him. They do lift him, throw him down. But I don't think RevivaL has the damage. It's KP saving RevivaL's life.
I like, and TNC is, they're like so confident, they just go in. They're like, I don't care. I don't need to do anything. I just go in past the tower.
Just have fun with the game, 16, I mean, you went high ground in under 15 minutes.
Do you think this happened in DSL Hamburg?
No. Couldn't be. I mean, Gabby put up a good fight, right? Yeah. TNC smashed through the entire group stage and through the playoffs. Got to 5 games in Grand Finals, I think. Maybe it did happen, but you know, the differences in the levels of team definitely is a big factor in that in that case.
In TNC, when they played sort of a slower paced game, I think they had the game where they had 3 people would go Midas. They lost that one. They played this aggressive lineup, Armel on the Ember, March on Undying, and you just go in with the very fast with the, and you have the Earthshaker and Morphling. What are you really gonna do?
I just feel like Dota is at a state right now where if you excel at playing aggressive, you have a higher chance of winning. It's not entirely true. Some teams are better at playing late. For example, Liquid, or X-Liquid.
Yeah.
No, not the Liquid, is Alliance. But yeah, it was X-Alliance. But some teams excel at playing aggressive, and I feel like the aggressive teams are, actually they're more fun to watch, but at the same time, securing these leads early on definitely does help.
It's also because if you're so good at taking the early lineup, you know how to play from there. Whereas other teams may not be so good at playing from behind.
Well, they're going to try killing off KP. Now they find the Burrow Strike onto him. It's going to be the first official kill for RevivaL, taken away by the Rubik. They TP the Night Stalker in. They need to bring the Sand King to safety. Right now, it is nighttime. Tim's Vision does miss his Dystopia, trying to keep Tim's in his place, but Silence does run out. Another Echo Stand come in. They can turn right back with March, going into the Flash Golem, and Dystopia won't be able to move. Doesn't even get to the shrine in time. With Saramel beyond godlike. TA just casually hiding there as he watches this Ogre, who tries to get the Fire Blast off. Will eventually get it off, but the extra Flame Guard damage will finish him regardless.
What we need is 9 more kills on TNC to get the perfect score.
If they're listening to us, but another attempt. So Rip does heal Armel. They get the Dust Armel steering change, and now here comes the counter engage from TNC Predator. They're gonna drop the Tombstone. TP coming in from KP. It's going to be Talia, it's going to be TA first, but KP now. It's going to be Daylight Robbery instantly taken out, and that is the Morph with the Agnes at the end. There we go, goes for the slam down, ignores the Rubik, but who cares about the Grand Magus? He's going to use the Manta Star to get away, but here we go. It's Gabby going for the double kill. It's going to be the third one, just slams on top of the Ogre Magi. Triple kill for the Morphling. It's going to be the Ultra one if you can find it, but it does get stunned out, get control. That's the Veil, gets the Melt on top of it. It's going to drop the Vision, a turn back for the Ultra kill. And it's Gabby with the Rampage, TNC Predator.
Oh,
making it so good. Dystopia, they call it RevivaL, they know. They are put down.
They couldn't have gone for a little bit more. We just need 4 more kills.
Wow, they only need a faster